Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Today, we are going to explore the evil Hall of Doom. So, we can see the instructional mission into the Hall of Doom, level 12. So, let us go there. Before we do that, some time ago, we got an XP plus booster box. Usually in the past, I would use those pretty much as soon as I got the box with my characters. But this once, I did not use the box just yet, and I think I'm not going to use it just to kind of show the difference and how more slowly you'll level up if you don't use the XP booster box. You'll be able to compare it with my Superman character, or even maybe even my Batman character now. Hopefully there won't be too much lag. There was lag yesterday in the Metropolis open world. I played a bit earlier today, did not notice any lag, so hopefully things are better. I read on the forums that apparently they do have some sort of lead as to how to fix the lag issue. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. So let's just select the instructional mission into the Hall of Doom.
This is Calculator. Ready for the big leagues, kid? You are invited to the Hall of Doom to hang out with the secret society of supervillains. And you thought your villainy went unnoticed. Use the nearest teleporter, and I'll show you the ropes.
So we have to go to the Meadow Wing. Maybe a quick, let's show you the map quick. So I've seen a lot of people who get lost in the Hall of Doom, or even the Watchtower for that matters. And it's especially bad if, let's say, you play for a villain character with a villain character for a while, and then you decide to create a hero character. I've seen people who they could not adjust to the change. Strangely enough, it is more or less the same thing, almost. Like here, you can see we have the Tech Wing to the left, we have the Magic Wing to the right of the Hall of Doom, and way to the south, we have the Meta Wing. And in the middle of the Hall of Doom, we have a whole bunch of vendors and stuff like that. Let's show you a few of those. Often people will ask, where do you get styles? Like there's styles at character creation that once you're past character creation, the way to be able to get those styles is to use those vendors here. Like you can see here, these are pretty much all the emblems you get at character creation. So whatever emblems you did not select at character creation, don't worry, you can purchase them here afterwards. The same with, I think this one is the chest piece, oh, the belts. So the same for the belts. The belts you can get at character creation, or the masks, you can get them here. There's another one for, let's see what this one sells us. Here you can get gloves and probably boots. I think something else also. And the back pieces. So if somehow you don't purchase some of those at character creation, don't worry, you can still purchase them here. The same with the flex suit shirt. After that, it'll probably be the pants. And last but not least, I forget what this one is. Some headpieces. So you get a lot of headpieces here. So if you create a character and decide that, oh, there was a style at character creation that you thought was cool, but you did not pick it at the time, you'll be able to purchase it here. There's not all the styles from character creation. Some of them, yeah, you have to purchase in the various safe houses, but most of those are here. And if you are, this is for an evil villain character. If you are a hero player, you have the very same vendors, but they are at the bottom of the watchtower in what is known as the war room. So let us continue our little mission.
Here it is, the Hall of Doom. I get a chill, don't you? Or maybe it's the air conditioning. They keep it low for Mr. Freeze. Ready to start your tour? Just follow your mini-map and activate the consoles to hear my dulcet tones.
So basically, we just have to travel from consoles to consoles.
The Meta Wing, run by Lex Luthor, is for our superpowered contingent. Poison Ivy, lucky you. DeathStroke, Dr. Psycho, yeah, this is definitely the party wing. With the best weapons and gear, I might add. Just take a look at the vendor's console. Even with LexCorp involved, I found their equipment a good value, and they didn't even pay me to say that much.
So once we use that console, then let's use the other one.
As you've probably figured out, the Hall of Doom is like an enormous smorgasbord of deadly stuff to buy, sell, and trade. But if you haven't earned enough renown with the factions, forget it. They ain't selling.
So what he mentioned is those vendors here.
As one of LexCorp's top operatives, I'm authorized to offer some of LexCorp's most dangerous, or rather useful, items.
Sadly, those vendors require, like in this case, this vendor requires cooperative renown with LexCorp. Let's go take a look at renown quick. So basically, you have renown for LexCorp. Oh, we don't have renown for the other ones. I'm so sad now. There's renown for LexCorp, Star Labs, and I forget the third one, Trigon, I think. And sadly,
as one of LexCorp's top operatives, I'm authorized to offer some of LexCorp's most dangerous, or rather useful, items.
so once you reach level 30, you should, in theory, you should be able to purchase gear from this little guy. But sadly, they've made a whole bunch of changes to the renown. One way you were able to get renown in the past was to play some of the bounties, some of the bounties before you reach level 30. But at some point, they made a whole bunch of changes, and nowadays you can't really have enough renown to purchase from this vendor anyway. By the time you manage to get enough renown, the gear is pretty much worthless for you, but you can still get the style. So basically, you're going to purchase this all this gear to be able to get the style. And there's the LexCorp emblem. We can't see an emblem here. So sad. You could purchase those LexCorp commendation to get renown. I strongly suggest don't do that. It's 5 source marks for I forget 35 125 renown. Not worth it at all. And I explained that once you reach level 30, the best item you should purchase, the very first item you should purchase is this little utility belt here. It's item level 54. It gives you 3 slots, 3 wildcard slots for your character. And I guess that's it for now. So let us continue. So you see the little X on the map. Basically, you have to go where the hex leads you to. So right now we're going to take a look at the
The bank, my favorite of the Hall of Doom. Where the gear lives. Keep your honor among thieves. Show me the weaponry.
So here we have the bank. I'm not sure why. There we go. You have your shared bank, so that allows you. Oh, let's do that right now. That allows you to share styles or certain items between characters. You cannot share everything, but you can share quite a lot. And of course, there's the bank of your character per se. Here, there's the broker. I often talk about the broker and playing the broker. If you're an evil villain, this is where you do it, unless you have a broker in your base. And of course, there's the mail. As you can see, we got mail, so let's pick up our mail. So we got a little ring from our friend the Calculator from the last time we played. So let us equip that ring because I don't have a ring just yet. We're still missing shoulders, another ring, neck piece. That'll come in due time. So again, you can see on the minimap there's that yellow arrow. So let's go in that direction. Probably went the wrong way. And you have to go specifically where the X is. So you can see here the console is right here.
This is the main hall. You'll find entrances for each of the 3 wings. The east and west banks, the brokers, and the command and control center here. You will also find the mailboxes in the main hall as well.
Must have played this mission 1,000 times, and I have to admit, I don't recall this was called the sabotage chamber. Oh, and before we go to the console, let's do a little detour because why not? We can do it. I'm just trying to find him. Oh, there it is. So as you can see, we're pretty close to recreating our friend, the classic DeathStroke the Terminator. I guess in the case of this Universe Online, you can see they colored the blue of the pants light blue. Maybe I should change it. I'll keep it dark blue to be distinctive from our friend Deathstroke. Sadly, we don't have a proper Deathstroke mask, at least just yet. Oh, and the sword is the wrong way. Oh, I'm so sad now. Not a big deal. There's probably a better belt I could use eventually, or some pants with pouches. Although if I use pants with pouches on the side, it probably won't have the orange short shorts. So I might stick with what I'm using. But for the mask, I really wish we had either the mask that I have but without the gas mask, or the mask that our friend Deathstroke is using right now. I guess my dark blue is a little too light. Also, doesn't really matter. So let us continue on our way because we have to. So we're gonna have to go upstairs. So there's a little console here.
This room is the brains of the Hall of Doom, not counting me. First, Command and Control, featuring the kick-ass hottie Talia Al Ghul Don't Tell Her I Said That, who assigns our global alerts. You can also see, but not touch, the inner sanctum. Only for the big league. Lex, the Joker, Cersei. Be really bad, and maybe someday you'll get inside.
So we see our friends like Luthor right over there, Cersei, and the evil Joker. One day, many years from now, when you reach level 30, you'll be able to go see them. And if you get lost in the Hall of Doom, don't worry, it takes some getting used to. Although I've seen players who were not new players who are still getting lost. So if you do get lost, don't worry too much about it. It happens. So here again, we have to continue. We can see half the X, and once we reach the proper level, it was at first like LV. If you look on the minimap, let me show you properly. Took me a while to realize that when I started playing, so I'm pretty sure there's at least a few players who don't quite understand that. Like you can see right now, the orange X is only like a half an X or almost not quite a V, a squished V. That means that you're not quite on the right level. You're more or less in the right place. Like right now, I'm where the X is, but I'm on the wrong level. So if you once you reach the proper level, then you actually see the complete X. So that tells you that okay, this is the right level. And now we have that's an awesome Ronald McDonald. That's something I've seen quite a lot throughout the years. I've seen a lot of players who were able to recreate a pretty cool Ronald McDonald. I think at some point it was like a whole league because there was a lot of them at some point. So we have to.
This is the Hall of Doom Armory. Nice, eh? Just smell that bracing, weapons-filled air. The Riddler is usually skulking around here with investigations to assign. So he tells riddles. His check's clear.
Maybe I should have created a Deadpool character. I'm sure chatty tonight. So again, we have to go toward the axe. And I think we have to go down here. No, we have to go up there. So you really have to pass where the X is, otherwise you won't trigger the next event. There's a. Wasn't sure if I was going to go pick it up, but why not?
Calculator here. You found a Magic Wing Hollow token. These society members use occult forces for evil. They're mentored by the goddess Circe.
So next we'll go to the power core, which is that away. I probably should have created a Deadpool. Feeling a bit chatty tonight. So we should have a console here. But before we do that, in case you didn't notice, in each wing, the meta wing, the tech wing, there's the crafting station over here. There's our friend Donovan here. I guess I'll show it to you once we properly take a look at the crafting. And in case you didn't know, in the case it's a bit different in the Watchtower, so I'm showing it to you in the Hall of Doom. You have the PvP style vendors. There's a whole bunch of style that used to be PvP sets of gear that were removed as sets of gear and that have been added to this little vendor. And the same.
If you do not possess the prescribed training marks, stop browsing and get back to work.
Like this is the current set of gear that you get when you start DC Universe Online. And you have to purchase the whole set of gear in order to be able, like you have to purchase the entire set of PvP item level 97 gear in order to be able to purchase the item level 98. Then you have to purchase the complete level item 98 to purchase the level item 99 and so on. And sadly, the gear that's on display, not really. Well, actually, I think it is the gear. Is it? Doesn't matter. Oh, the console was right here. Too much chatty.
You are
That's what
now in the
happens.
Hall of Doom's power core. It's where the Society throws people who piss us off. No, really. Also down here you'll find Captain Cold and Black Adam. In the mood to just go and trash some heroes? They have the hookup.
So let us go back. So basically, the game makes you go through all the wings so that you can explore. You can get a sense of the hangar. Probably have to go back up. Yeah, my bad. So basically, the game makes sure that you go to every wing so that you can familiarize yourself at least a bit with where everything is. But after a while, don't worry about it too much. You should get the hang of it. It's a pretty cool looking base. And in theory, each wing is pretty much built the same way. There are slight differences, like you saw in the meta wing. You have the PvP vendors over here. And this wing, obviously, there's no such vendors.
The Hall of Doom hangar is where the Society keeps our aircraft. And Professor Zoom. He likes to hang out in here. He set up races all over the dang world, so if that's your thing, he's your psychopath.
So here's our friend Professor Zoom. I really like the way they created our friend Zoom here. Although here they just call him Zoom. Sadly, at some point, eons ago, the character was Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash of the 25th century. Sadly, at some point, they killed the character. They brought him back a few times during the Wally West era. But then at some point, they created a new version of Professor Zoom, which they only called Zoom. Let's pick up that.
Calculator here. That impressive symbol is the mark of the Tech Wing. Tech-using Society members use technology and gadgetry to spread mayhem and villainy. They're led, so to speak, by the Joker.
Somehow we did not trigger the. Oh, wait, let's go downstairs. So as you saw, it was a bit misleading, even though we saw the X on the wrong level. So to finish our story with Professor Zoom, so eventually they created a new Professor Zoom, but they only called him Zoom. They got rid of the professor part of the name somehow. And then when they made the TV show, they pushed things even a bit further. Zoom and Professor Zoom and Reverse Flash became two distinctive characters. So we had Reverse Flash in season one of The Flash, and then when we got season two of The Flash, it was actually Zoom, which was, I guess, another story.
Welcome to the very bowels of the Hall of Doom. Sorry. Down here is where we keep the Society simulator so you can beat up folks while wearing someone else's costume. Sounds fun? Just check in with Catwoman. And Ambush Bug should be around somewhere if you're looking for the vault drops.
Let's go. As you saw, there's a investigation here.
This is Calculator. That holo token represents the hub, the core of the Hall of Doom, the seat of power for the secret society of supervillains.
So now we'll go to the respec station.
Hate the powers you chose? We-rig them here for the right price. With our brand new biological adjustment devices, or BAD, courtesy of LexCorp. BAD, get it? B-A... never mind.
So just a quick example. Let's say you decide eons ago you had to change your respect. You could respect your powers or your loadout. But here now you only respect your skill points. So let's say you decide that you've assigned your skill point in a way that you don't like anymore. Won't really like in let's say for the weapons. So let's say you decide you no longer want to use the staff. You want to use hand blasters. Then you could use a console to reset your skill points, and it costs $500. But if you use it more than once a day, like the second time, it'll cost a bit more and then a bit more. So you could decide to basically respect your skill points and reassign them in a different way. I think our friend Ronald is following us. So let us go back to the meta wing, and that should pretty much end. Oh, let's see if we got a new power. So we got reload, which is a controller ability. So we probably won't be using it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So here you see our friend Bizarro. I love the model of Bizarro. I wish we could recreate a more faithful looking version of Bizarro. Hopefully, maybe someday, many years from now, maybe we'll get a Bizarro style. So let's go where the X is, which
That
is right here.
concludes our basic tour. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hall of Doom. Watch your step and enjoy your stay. Now work hard and make the world a better place for villainy. We'll chat soon. Calculator out.
So we've completed our mission deeper into Doom. It'll give us 5 source marks, some R&D scanners.
So, kudos to you. You're not dead yet. You've already exceeded my expectations. The Lords of Chaos, the Agenda, and Oolong have set up shop in the Hall of Doom. You should go speak with Dabney Donovan in the Meta Wing. He can instruct you on research and development. He's off-putting, but loves meta-types. Maybe a little too much.
So I will play that mission next time, so that if people are looking specifically for information about the R&D, they'll be able to look at that video. So I guess that's going to be pretty much it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point. So if I don't answer your question right away, like nowadays there's more than 10,000 of you guys, so it's getting a bit let's say challenging to be able to answer everyone's questions. So if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.